morning to you all. My name is Confred, District Veterinary Officer for Elembaya District, CEO, Confred Agro Farms and Enterprise. Per our mandate, one of our responsibilities or services is animal health care consultancy services. And this morning we are here to vaccinate these birds against fowlpox infection. These birds are 8 weeks. I will take time to talk about fowlpox on itself because it's a broad topic, but I would like to talk more about vaccination and its importance in the poultry industry as well as in our individual households. Now, what are vaccines? Vaccines are substances that are extracted from disease-causing organisms and introduced into the animals to develop immunity against that particular disease when they come in the future. Now, when it comes to vaccination, there are three important things you have to take into consideration. That is the cold chain of the vaccine, the expiry date of the vaccine, and then the age of the animal itself. Why are we talking about the cold chain? The cold chain is simply a specific temperature that the vaccine or the organism must be kept in for it to be able to survive so that it can perform its function. When the temperature falls below the cold chain temperature, the vaccine will be introduced into the animal, but it will not work. Another important thing we look at is the age of the animal, because the vaccines or the organism diseases are age appropriate. You have every age and then the disease that attack the bird. So the fowlpox cannot be done at the age of 1 week or 2 weeks, because at that age it's so stressful for the animal. Then we also talk about expiry date. Expiry date, because whatever vaccine or product you use, they have a time limit that it is potent or it can work. So when the expiry date reaches or passes, there's no way the vaccine is going to work. Now, how does vaccines work in our system? Vaccines are just organisms that causes the disease itself that are being extracted. So when they get the organism, they weaken it or take a substrate from that particular organism and use it to produce the vaccine. When the vaccines are introduced into the animal's defense mechanism have something we call antibodies that are produced to fight against the organism that are introduced into the animal. These foreign bodies are known as antigens because they are new to the genetic makeup of the animal. So once they enter the animal, the soldiers or the defense mechanism see that no, there are foreign organisms in the animal, and so they release soldiers to go and attack them and destroy them. Just like we, the human being, when we are in Ghana and there's a place where there is terrorist attack, when soldiers are sent to that place to fight the terrorism, they do not abandon the place when it is over. They are still there to make sure that no terrorists enter into the place. That's the same thing that happens in the animal. After the antibodies are released to kill that particular organism, which is the weakened form of the organism, they remain in the system such that when the original organism that causes the disease itself comes, because they already have soldiers or the defense or the antibodies in the system, they attack the organism and then destroy and then kill it, such that it will not have any effect on the animal. So mostly the question is it the right after vaccination that the organism is protected from that particular disease? The answer is a big no, because sometimes depending on the vaccines, the potency can be achieved at even 14 days, that is 2 weeks. So during that period, the animal's immune system is a bit weak. So we advise we give them vitamins to boost their immunity to help them to pass through that period or duration that they are using to develop the immunity. So now, per what we are saying, that means that if you have your best, you have spent money to buy best, and then you do not take time to do this vaccination, the organisms that causes the disease will come and then will destroy your entire flock. That is why we always advise that you try as much as possible, after spending much money on the infrastructure and the birds itself, you take time to make sure you do proper vaccination for your animals so that you'll be able to secure the investment that you have done. So this is Confred Enterprise, and we are mandated, or we have taken it upon ourselves to make sure we help farmers to eliminate all viral infections that will attack or destroy their investment by making sure